The man was on the verge of turning into a zombie, and his daughter was just 3 months old. He thought about using the knife on the ground to end his life, but looking at his adorable daughter and remembering his wife's last words before she died, he couldn't go through with it. If he gave up, how would his daughter survive without both parents? While he still had his wits about him, he needed to find someone who could take care of his daughter. On their journey, the baby kept crying. She must have been missing her mother. The man took out his wife's perfume and sprayed it a few times, and to his surprise, the girl stopped crying. They evaded a group of zombies and made their way to an abandoned place, where they met a retired doctor. The woman knew the man had been bitten, but instead of driving them away, she bandaged his wound. The man thought the doctor was kind-hearted and knowledgeable. He wanted to entrust his daughter to her. However, he found out that the woman was also terminally ill. He didn't want to burden her further or put his daughter in danger, so he decided to look for another kind soul. But the zombie virus was flaring up more frequently, and he knew he didn't have much time left. They said goodbye to the doctor and continued on their way. They met a girl, and he asked for her help, but she flatly refused. There was no other choice in this apocalyptic world, so they kept moving forward. The virus flared up again, and he used his remaining consciousness to suppress it. Then he dug a hole, buried his head in it, and tried to suffocate himself, but he ended up passing out. When he woke up, he realized his daughter was gone. Panicking, he searched frantically and found that the girl had saved them. She couldn't bring herself to leave them after all and decided to join them on their journey. The virus had spread throughout his body, and he was losing control. He asked the girl to take care of his daughter. This was his last kiss. He walked away alone, collapsed, and looked at the decaying flesh on the ground and the stick in the girl's hand. He had an idea. He tied the decaying flesh to the front of the stick, pried a rock out of the ground, put it in his mouth, and tied his hands together with a rope. This way, he wouldn't be able to hurt them. He carried the two girls, burdened but determined to move forward. This was the last thing he could do for his daughter, the final act of a father's love. They eventually met the girl's tribe, who were shocked by the sight. The elder wanted to put the man out of his misery, but the girl stopped him. She took out the wife's perfume and sprayed it, and the man still had a reaction. Maybe it was the power of love. The girl held the man and closed her eyes, and the village chief finally helped him find peace. He had fulfilled his mission.